into the powerful question how to make better decision and avoid regret. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask some question about this topic. How are you, ChatGPT?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Let me know what questions you have in mind.
Yes, I have many questions. My first question is what does it actually mean to make a better decision in life or work?
That's a great question. Making a better decision generally means choosing an option that aligns with your values, goals, and the information you have at hand, while also minimizing potential negative outcomes. It's about being proactive, informed, and reflective.
If you have any example, please share with me.
Absolutely. For instance, if you're deciding on a career change, making a better decision would involve considering your long term goals, the skills you enjoy using, the stability of the new field, and even the potential for growth. Balancing all these factors helps you make a more informed and satisfying choice.
Very well. How do people often struggle to make decision even when they have all the information?
And that's a really interesting point. Even when people have all the information, they can struggle with decision making because of factors like fear of making the wrong choice, the anxiety of potential regret, or even the pressure of external opinions. Sometimes emotions and biases can also play a big role in making it harder to choose.
Okay. Emotion can how can play a very well role in this question.
Emotions can definitely have a big impact on decision making. For example, fear or anxiety can make us hesitant, even if we know something is logically sound. On the other hand, excitement or a strong gut feeling can push us toward a particular choice, sometimes even when it's not entirely rational. So emotions add a layer of complexity to our choices.
Okay, very well. How does fear to failure influence the decision making process?
Fear of failure can be a powerful force in decision making. It can make people more risk averse, leading them to stick with the safer, more familiar options, even if they're not the best in the long run. It can also cause procrastination or overthinking, or someone delays making a decision out of fear of making a mistake. Essentially, it can limit our willingness to explore new opportunities.
Any example about fear of failure?
Sure. A common example is someone considering starting their own business. They might have a great idea and the skills needed, but the fear of failing financially, professionally, or personally can hold them back. They might stay in a secure job they don't love because the risk of failure seems too daunting.
Okay, very well. What roles does intuition play in making good decision?
And actually be quite valuable in decision making. It's like a subconscious synthesis of all your experiences and knowledge. Sometimes when you have to make a quick decision or when the data is incomplete, your intuition can guide you in the right direction. Of course, it's best used in combination with logic and information, but it can definitely valuable insights.
Very well. If you have any example about to more elaborate this question.
Absolutely. For example, a seasoned doctor might quickly diagnose a patient based on a subtle pattern of symptoms, even before all the test results come in. That gut feeling is built from years of experience and pattern recognition. Another example is an entrepreneur who decides to pivot their business model based on a hunch about market trends. In both cases, their intuition is a powerful tool that complements their expertise.
Okay, very well. How can emotions sometimes help or hurt the quality of our decision?
Emotions can be a double edged sword in decision making. On the positive side, emotions can give us valuable insights into what truly matters to us and help us prioritize our values. For instance, feeling passionate about a project can drive us to put in extra effort and creativity. On the flip side, negative emotions like anger, fear can cloud our judgment, making us more impulsive or risk averse. The key is to acknowledge our emotions and find a balance so they inform our decisions without taking over. Absolutely. A common example is choosing what to eat for dinner. If you're feeling really stressed or upset, you might lean towards comfort food, which can be a positive thing if it helps you feel better. On the other hand, if you're feeling overly excited or impulsive, you might reach for something less healthy just because it sounds fun in the moment. So emotions definitely play a role in those everyday choices too.
Very well, thank you. Why do people regret their decision even when they seem right at the time?
That's a really insightful question. Sometimes, even when a decision feels right in the moment, we can still regret it later due to unforeseen consequences, changing circumstances, or just a shift in perspective. Our understanding and feelings evolve over time, and what seemed like a good choice might not feel that way later on. Plus, we might also compare our decisions to other possible alternatives, which can lead to a bit of second guessing. Sure, a classic example is choosing a job that seemed perfect at the time, great salary, good benefits, and a reputable company. But after a few months, you might realize that the work culture isn't a good fit or the role doesn't align with your passions. Even though it seemed like the right choice initially, the reality might lead to some regret.
Okay, very well. How can someone move on from a decision that did not turn out well?
Moving on from a decision that didn't work out can definitely be challenging, but it's entirely possible and often really healthy. One helpful step is to reflect on what you've learned from the experience so you can apply those lessons in the future. It's also important to practice self compassion and not be too hard on yourself. Talking it through with a friend or a mentor can help, and focusing on the positive steps you can take next can really help you move forward. Making peace with past decisions often involves a combination of acceptance and self compassion. It helps to acknowledge that at the time you made the best choice you could with the information you had. It can also be helpful to reframe the experience as a learning opportunity rather than a mistake, practicing gratitude for the growth that came out of it, and focusing on the present and future can also really help in letting go of any lingering regret.
Okay, very well. What are some proven technique to improve decision making skill?
There are quite a few great techniques. One is to gather as much relevant information as possible to make an informed choice. Another is to weigh the pros and cons of each option carefully. It also helps to seek diverse perspectives and get feedback from others. Taking a step back and giving yourself time to think can prevent impulsive decisions. And finally, practicing mindfulness can help you stay aware of your emotions and biases, leading to clearer decisions.
Okay, very well. How
I'm
can,
glad you found
and my next question is, what role does critical thinking play in decision making?
critical thinking is absolutely crucial for bid decision making. It helps you analyze information objectively, question assumptions, identify biases, and consider alternative perspectives. It ensures that you're not just going with your gut or emotions, but also looking at the facts and logic. In the end, it leads to more well rounded and effective decisions.
Okay, very well. How can someone balance logic and emotion when deciding something important?
Balancing logic and emotion is all about finding a middle ground. One approach is to first allow yourself to acknowledge and understand your emotions so they don't unconsciously influence you. Then you can apply logical analysis to the situation, weighing the facts and potential outcomes. It can also help to talk things through with someone you trust to get a balanced perspective. Ultimately, integrating both your heart and your mind can lead to more holistic and satisfying decisions.
Okay, any example about this?
Absolutely. Let's say you're considering a big move to a new city for a job opportunity. Emotionally, you might feel excited about the adventure and the new experiences, but you might also feel some anxiety about leaving your comfort zone, logically you would consider factors like the cost of living, career growth, and quality of life in the new city. By taking the time to acknowledge your emotions and then assess the practical details, you can make a decision that feels both exciting and sensible.
Thank you very much, ChatGPT. I am very thankful to you for your conversation between you and me. Very useful conversation. I am very thankful to you. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad you found it helpful. If you ever need